like it. Alright, hello everyone, and welcome to the Mathers Choice Awards for 2020. I know it feels like only very recently we did 2019, but we're all caught up, and here we are. I guess I am host commentator for the Taiko Showcase for 2020. I'm Jay, and I am with my boy Radar once again.
Greetings. MCA, yeah, MCA 2019 concluded very recently, but here we are with the results. 2020, big year, honestly, big year for mapping. We saw some of the most insane growth that I think we've ever seen in the mode, just ever. And you know, with that, pretty cool showcase coming up. I think we can move into the first category. Just get right straight to it, which is a good old collab with Reggaeton, but it has Amen Break by Deku.
Oh yes, reggaeton. Definitely. I mean, already starting off our MCA with sort of the poster child genre of Taiko, the breakcore. And it is also a song by one of our own players as well, which is like incredible as well.
This is true.
Definitely got some front page news and highlights by being in a Taiko World Cup this year as well.
And I think as well, this was one of those maps that it really was a key in establishing Deku as sort of a standout mapper in 2020. I think it's like, I'm pretty sure his debut year was 2020, but he really put himself forward with this, and this is a collab between him and Axer, where I believe Axer did the slider velocities.
Yeah, this is definitely the map I reckon that put like Deku's foot in the door, and then he moved on to make other like some great things like Mirror Fragment and Bug Thief.
And
all right, we should probably mention that this is pretty much like the same structure as last time. So we'll go third, second, first for each category, and I think we have a new category as well.
Oh yeah, we have the featured artist category this year, I believe. And a couple categories have been changed, like high BPM and low BPM has been changed with fast and slow, but still about the same idea. But
all right,
out of the way,
we can move on to second place.
Yeah, second
for the
place.
Collab, which is going to be, what is this? Achame Kino.
This is a
I see you're a part of this.
I am a part of this. Yeah, this is a huge collab. Honestly, I don't even know the exact amount of mappers in this thing. I just know it is an incredible amount. VTuber fans really going crazy with this map. Posted by Jerry, organized by Jerry, with a beautiful storyboard by Jerry as well. And honestly, it's a great map. And I think that VTuber fans really are just underrepresented in the mapping community. We need more virtual YouTuber maps, and so I think that this is a staple right here.
Oh god, it's 24 mappers. Yo, if you got Dynasty of 2019, nah, it's child's play. It's not enough mappers.
True.
Oh, and this is a full set as well. Actually, that's incredible.
Yeah, this a lot of dedication went into this map, and it's really cool to see it hit the ranked section just at the end of 2020.
Yo, should we give shoutouts to every single mapper?
Oh yeah, I'll let you do that.
Alright, so we've got Charlotte, Bathy M, Kitafuma, Mezzo, Backfire, Jerry, Hyvee, Radar, 3Sun, Peaceful, Ian Pep, Alotta, Zichi, Consified, Taiko Ryuki, Zeph, Neonet, CDH Sausage Boy, Yasu Vulcan, Senritsu, Leafeon, Hirokate, and Kamasi. Wow, that's some work, hey?
Yeah.
That's actually really incredible.
It really is. And with that out of the way, I think we can move on to the first place for our collab category.
Oh, work of art, this one. It's featured artist Aether Realms, The Sun, the Moon, the Stars by Fruko, Raiden, and is it LZD?
LZD, yeah.
Yes.
So this one, yeah, it's a great map. I'm pretty sure this is like the ultimate metal collab. Three of the best metal mappers coming together and just putting their hearts into this map.
Yeah, and it's like 20 minutes long as well. There's so much going on in this as well. It's not just your typical metal streams. There's the 1/3 sections with it's like 4/3 snap. Yeah, it's some of the weirdest stuff, but it's so good.
Oh yeah, just
No, I'm really good.
honestly.
I'm really glad this one's in ranked.
Oh, me too. I mean, I nominated this map, so I'm a little biased, but
Legend,
yeah,
absolute
yeah.
legend.
Yeah. But to not to take this, not trying to take a spotlight or anything. This is all these three mappers coming together, showing their styles in the best way possible, and giving a great product.
Yeah, and Aetherrealm themselves on Twitter, they even acknowledge this as well. So that's also super cool for the community.
That's true. Very cool band.
Yeah, very, very well deserved first place in the collaboration category.
Yeah. And now I think we can move on to the fast category with our third place. Oh, hey, we actually have a tie for third place. This is Nisemono Tsuhiho. I don't know how to pronounce this. I'm not even going to try again. But by Genjuro. Now, this map, the song really just aids. Like, I honestly, okay, I'm stumbling my words. But this map represents this song almost perfectly. It is, as said in chat, speed anime map. It is a work of art, truly.
I mean, one thing about high BPM maps, especially ones like this, which can, reach 320 in the chorus, which is ridiculously fast, is the flow it has to have good flow, because when you're playing that quick, if it's uncomfortable, it doesn't work. And Genjiro's flow of this map is actually quite incredible.
I agree.
It's a very nice feeling, nice flowing map, I've got to say.
Yeah, and incredibly clean as the Genju way is, of course.
The way of the Genju, simple and clean. Oh, it's not even simple actually, it's definitely got some tricky stuff in there.
Yeah, just clean regardless.
Right. Also, our other tie for third. Are we showing that, or are we only doing one?
Oh, we're showing both. Yeah, we're showing
Oh,
both.
we're showing both. Awesome. Okay, so our other tie for third place is Oriental Mythology by ISOC, with his signature Frozen difficulty. This is just a beast mashup of like, I don't know what this is. It's like anime breakcore mashup sort of, but it's at 280 BPM, ridiculously fast paced, and also very varied as well. Lots of finishes. There's 1/6. Just SV, some also sort of like gimmicky stuff. Yeah, there's a lot packed in here. There's a lot to unravel with this.
Yeah, a lot.
It's definitely, yeah, and it's definitely one of those maps aimed for like the top ranked play. I mean, this is like HP 7.7. Like, this is hard to pass.
I believe there's only one FC as well, and it's also, I think, the second Katagiri song in the ranked section, which, as we know by now, Katagiri is one of the most prevalent artists in this mode, mostly in love. So to see a map of similar complexity enter ranked is always nice to see.
Alright, we want to move on to our second place for the fast category.
Yeah.
Taken in number 2, we have another Genjiro map. It's the Geo side.
Yeah, now this map is very, very well crafted, I will say. It's a very clean map. I believe this one might have had some problems getting to rank. I think this might have had an unrank. Maybe it's the other one, but either way, this map is really, really good. High quality as usual. Super stamina intensive. And yeah.
Yeah, it's a fast map.
Just an all-around great map. Fast.
Well, one of the problems I find with a lot of fast maps, especially of like this genre of music, is that it's literally just DOM streams. But no, Genjiro, like, he makes it interesting, and I like that.
Yeah, it's not mono heaven. But I think we can move on to the first place for the fast category. Desert Theater by Alcher. This map is honestly, this is like the Alcher Kikwo special, right? I'm pretty sure this map captures the crazy, intense, fast nature of the song perfectly. It's an amazing map, really just proving Altu's like pure skill in the editor, making, despite really only mapping one artist, he continues to pump out these like works of art, man.
Yeah, and as a two-finger player, I'm definitely on team get rid of finishers, but this is one of the two finisher maps that I actually adore.
Oh yeah. Really just a very well-deserved first place. And I think now we can move on to slow.
From the fast to the slow, taking our third player. We have OK, I'm Blue Rat by well, the top diff is actually a GD by Dream Argentine, but the set is by Gendro.
Yeah, so Argentine Dream Stiff, if you ignore the typo in the title. Anyway, this map, it honestly, okay, this song is really just crazy, wacky, and I believe the map captures it almost perfectly in that sort of like wacky sense. It's very unconventional, of course, but fitting for the slow category. Very slow, but still deceptively difficult map, especially if you try to hit all the finishers.
Yeah, and given that it's a song by EGG as well, it has that sort of like weird rhythm change, and yeah, I don't know, it's a good chart that kind of encapsulates that. Like it's got some 1/6 and 1/8 in here, and yeah, no, it's just it works pretty well actually. It's just strange, actually. Yeah, that's a good word. It's strange, but it works well.
Strange in the best way possible.
I mean, it's also got that. Yeah, I mean, it's slow. Being a slow category kind of gives it more advantages to using finishes in places that we normally don't see finisher usage in ranked. So definitely sets it apart.
Yeah, and I think we can head on to number 2.
Oh, love number 2. This is Dungeon Music by ISOC, song by Sakura Burst. This is a gimmick map, and the gimmick is really simple as well. It's just alternate cat don finishes at the same beat. But it's that type of slow chart that's like the gimmick works so well for it that it keeps the player like engaged and most importantly focused. And definitely, I think that's going to give it some points for uniqueness as well.
Oh yeah, of course. And I think that this is a standout in just establishing a gimmick in a map in general. With the SV ideas and the alternating color idea, like you said, coming together. And it's just, honestly, it's one of the most creative slow maps in ranked by a long shot. Definitely very deserving of its spot here.
Yes. But it's number 2 in the slow category. Because it's been topped by one excellent number 1. We shall move on to the winner of the slow category. It is gonna be Retrograde by Olkey. This is very, very, very clean, nice flowing, nice playing slow map. Especially the usage of the cuts, I think, is absolutely excellent. And the dons are just they're just crafted in a nice way to make patterns flow nicely and just to fill space. And it also ends off with one of my favorite things is low BPM, low scroll streams, and it's got 1/8 intertwined into that as well. It's slow and interesting at the same time, which is also incredible.
Yeah,
I think this is a very well-deserved number 1.
Oh yeah, for sure. And I will like to say also that it's a very unique song for the rank section as well. So it's always nice to see
yes.
a nice song with a nice map.
Yeah, I want to say again, the usage of the cats in this, in particular, I think is excellent. Like, actually flawless. Like, every beat I can tell what it's meant to represent. I can not just hear it, but I can feel it when I play. And, you know, that's what mappers should aim for, and that's what this does.
Mm-hmm. Alright, well, I think now it's time to move on to our next category, which is Marathon. Starting off here, another tie for third place, we have 1000 Gex by Genjuro, a map of the entire 100 Gex album. This,
It's actually crazy.
yeah, this is a map. I mean, this is a behemoth of a map.
I mean, mapping an entire album also like gives you a lot of room for variability in like mapping styles and play styles. I mean, there's one section of this map which is straight up just visual playing. Like, there are not many maps that pull off visual playing only. But this is a map that has that.
Yeah, and I just think that this map, in general, it is one of the earlier but great examples of Genjuro's like overall ability to just make a quality map. I mean, with something this long, holding up the structure, the quality of everything, and making everything still cohesive throughout the whole length of it is really impressive in of itself, but it manages to be creative along with that, and I think it's just a great map.
Yeah, and bonus points to this map also for having stupid horses.
True. And now...
Alright, we'll move on to our other tie for third place.
Yes.
Which is going to be And Plague Flowers the Kaleidoscope by Raiden.
Yeah, so this is honestly, I think this, in my opinion, is one of my personal favorite Raiden maps, and I think that overall, it's a beautiful map. It holds up throughout the entire 11 minutes. It comes together in one very cohesive and great package. It's a lovely map. I think most people should give it a try. Even though it's long, it's definitely worth playing.
And this is an artist I don't recognize as well, so this is unique to Taiko, isn't it? Oh, there's news. Yeah, right. I forgot. I'm like considered old now. Like, I don't know new stuff anymore.
Damn. But yeah, this is a featured artist now. Beautiful map. Definitely one of Raiden's best, and definitely just proving that he was a super standout mapper. Now I think we can move on to number 2. Which is...
from Raiden in number 3 to part of Raiden in number 2.
Yeah, The Sun, the Moon, the Star, again.
It really is just a work of art. I mean, like I said, it's like the 3 best metal mappers combined to map one of the like best metal marathons.
Yeah, I mean, it's a great map, and I feel like there's nothing more that needs to be said that hasn't already been said. It's just a good map.
It's an actual banger song as well.
With this, I think we go straight to number 1, which is Sight, Noise, Life, and the Earth. This map is definitely...
It's 38 minutes long.
Yep, 38 minutes long. Definitely very well known at this point. A lot of people would say it is one of the best maps just of all time, ever. Being able to map a 37-minute long song like this one, this well, with such interesting gameplay that people will actually sit through and play, it's just amazing. It's really amazing work. It's a legendary map. It's hard to top this as far as marathons go, and I think really nothing more needs to be said. It's just wonderful.
Yeah, SNLE is a super well-deserved first place here.
Yeah, I mean, getting 13 first choices, it's very clear that this one stood out among the rest in this category.
Yeah, but moving on from our 1 difficulty sets, we're going to move on to our multiple difficulty sets for the spread category. So category with just a good spread. Starting off at number 3. We've got the Geo side again.
Yeah, the Geo side. I think that mapping a full spread from Tom all the way to the top diff for a complex, pretty decently long and incredibly dense metal song, it's really something you don't see, and it's proof that Genjuro knows his stuff when it comes to making low diffs, making spreads, every diff, there's something for everyone to enjoy here, and that's what's good about it.
Yeah, and one like key factor I like to bring up when it comes to spreads is that when the song BPM is like this fast, or if it's really slow, it's kind of difficult to like gauge appropriate difficulty for the lower, for like the kantans and the futsus. Because if it's too fast, they're too dense, and if it's too slow, there's not enough going on. But like Genjiro, just that's not a problem for him, right? He can make it work.
Of course. Now, with that being said, I believe we can move on to number 2, which is Super Ink Burst by a lot of people, as the spread is a full GD spread by Kurt, Hiroke, Gamelan, Genjuro, and Ulqui. Now, this map set, it won the mapper's favorite in community choice, so it's really not much of a surprise that this map is going to show up somewhere in the mapper's choice awards. The spread itself, being a full GDer spread, there's definitely a lot of variation between the mapper's styles. I think that's pretty nice. But overall, this map is just great, and I feel like we'll have more to talk about on it later, outside of the spread category. Ooh,
yeah, but foreshadowing. But regarding the spread category, I think the amount of effort that goes into making a coordinated effort of like having multiple mappers for the GTs, that's fine and all, but having them all flow and be like progressively more difficult and introducing like techniques in an appropriate fashion. There's a lot of coordination and work that has to go towards that. So kudos to these guys.
Through that. And now, I think we can move on to the winner of the spread category, which is Miko by Genjuro. Yeah. This is another full spread by Genjuro, this time featuring some friends, and every diff in this spread is made incredibly well. Almost a player of any skill level could download this map and play a difficulty and get the same level of enjoyment out of it, no matter what. And I think that that's something that's super rare in a spread like this, having just such a variety in difficulty and a consistent level of quality. It's very, very nice.
Yeah, and like I mentioned with the Geo side as well, with the like maps being too fast or too slow, this map literally has both. It has BPM changes, so you've got issues with spread on both fronts that Genjuro just counters. Like, how? He's too good. It's actually just Genjuro Choice Awards.
I guess so. But, Miko, now we can move on to the technical category, with a tie for third, actually. Another tie for third, That Missing Week Alternate by ZTH.
I gotta say, I love this map, actually. Like, Flash Bob is already pretty known for, like, wacky technical rhythms, and this is a swing. This is a swing map. It's so unique and so interesting and diverse, and like the rank section is hard pressed for content like this.
Oh yeah, for sure. And seeing, as this is his second ranked map, it's really impressive to make something so high quality just as a newer sort of like quickly improving mapper. It's really, really great to see, and it's really a breath of fresh air in the ranked section. It's super engaging to play. It's super nice, and I definitely would like more of this.
Yeah, I'm definitely on board for more like this.
Oh yeah.
Alright, but that's one of our third place entries. Moving on to our other tie for third place, which is one also I adore. This is Transhumanist, difficulty by Fakuta.
Yes.
So it's a part of it's like a multi-mode set as well.
Yeah, it is a hybrid with a Mania diff on it, which the Mania diff also did win something in the Mania Mapper's Choice Awards earlier, which I don't remember which category, but it did. So that's pretty cool.
Yeah, this map has a lot. Like, it's got streams and 1/6 and like a 1/12 cat doublets midstream, which is just where is that? You never see that.
Oh yeah, it's definitely a super like it's a super fun, super high quality map, and it definitely shows what FAPTA is capable of as a mapper. Also, this song is so good. I need more people to map Neurofunk.
No, actually, yeah. I'm down for one Neurofunk.
Solid map. But now we go to number 2.
Number 2, another ZTH map. This is Baroque, and it's another Taralabo song as well.
Yeah. Some things popping up over and over again here. This map's snapping is... It has some crazy snappings. Some tragedies tied to that, but it's a really amazing map for his 3rd ranked map. So, 2nd ranked map, also in the same category as the 3rd ranked map. I guess ZTH must be...
He's found his niche. He's found his niche. That's it. Like, this is it.
A capable tech mapper, I guess. It really shows.
The T in ZTH stands for tech.
True. But yeah, super great.
This map is really good.
Yeah.
And also very unique.
True. But now, I say we move on to 1st place.
Yeah, winner of the technical section right here.
F1055 by Hiroke. This, in my opinion, is one of the cleanest and most engaging maps to play in 2020. In my personal opinion, yeah. If any ranked map is capable, or is an example of what Hiroke is capable of, I think it's this one. It's really just an amazing map. There's not much more I have to say.
I mean, it had its spotlight in Taiko World Cup, which is also just a testament.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, it's actually a work of art. Oh, Silent Room as well.
Gotta love Silent Room.
Just the streams flow so nicely, like with the consecutive 1/6 bursts, and then like the dipping between 1/3 and 1/4, and then it's just so varied, but it's so nice.
Oh yeah. Gotta love this map.
Yeah, super well deserved. I definitely am a fan of this one.
I agree.
So going from our awards for technical, we're gonna chuck on to the flip side for the simplistic category.
Yes. Starting off with Me and You by Genjuro, another Genji map. This one really, this one he definitely kept it simple. I think some certain other mappers, or just any other mapper, would have opted to do something a little more, intense, maybe SV wise for this, but he keeps things simple. I guess that's why it's in this category. Really just a great, clean, simple map. Enjoyable to play. Yeah.
Yeah, I don't have much else to add, I think.
Yeah.
It's just very clean.
Straight to the point, clean, simple, nice.
Yeah, follows the rhythm nice.
True. So, I think we can move on to 2nd place.
Yeah, 2nd place here. We have a Jarvis gaming map. This is Hello Dystopia, which also, I know it's not relevant to the map, but has one of the funniest descriptions I've ever read.
I haven't actually read the description.
It's got a reference to one of the Sonic fan dubs. It's pretty.
Oh wow!
Sorry, I'm just laughing just thinking of it.
I miss my wife tales.
It literally has no. What does it have to do with the map? I don't understand.
I don't know. Well, the map is just this simple, improv-based, fun-to-play map. The description has this abomination of a line from a Sonic fandom. But this is a really nice map.
It's a match made in heaven.
It is a match made in heaven. Opposites do attract. Yeah. So, I think now we move to 1st place. Ah yes, a Komase map in 2020. Very beautiful. We saw him storm the users category in 2019, and he's still holding strong in 2020 with a very well-deserved win on a very clean and solid map, which very well juxtaposes the ranked version by Yeah, I believe. So, whereas the Marathon full version is a SV-based, pretty complex map, this opts to be on the cleaner and simpler side, but it definitely works in the map's favor. And I think it's a very, very well-deserved first place in the simplistic category.
Yeah, it's very interesting because Sound Chimera definitely does not come across as a simplistic map to me, but the game version kind of does that, like taking out all the like super whack stuff.
Yeah. So, I think with this, we can move on to our slider velocity category. Starting with another tie for third place, F1055 again. Yeah, the wavy SV thing really working in this map's favor.
Yeah, it's got the high, the low. I mean, especially in the second chorus, when the 1/6 kicks in and it's like ridiculously high BPM.
Oh yeah.
Just because the song hits you with all that intensity, and then Hiroke's SV kind of tries to mimic and match that.
Yeah, and as we saw in 2019, Hiroke in the collab category for his SV work, and we did comment on that, and this is further proof that he definitely knows his stuff when it comes to making an SV map.
Man is popping off right now with the bangers.
Oh yeah. So now, I think we move into our other tie for third place here.
God, this one's hilarious. This is Hacker Death Grips by Genjiro.
Ah yes, Hacker. This is, yeah.
This is a map that greatly benefits from having SV. I was skeptical. I didn't know that you could make death grips like interesting, but here we are at MCA 2020.
Oh yeah, I mean, this map is innovative in pretty much all regards. Song choice, from like song choice to actual mapping decisions, it really, like you said, it finds a way to somehow make a death grip song interesting in Taiko, and I think that's impressive in of itself.
I just can't believe I'm sitting here right now in this moment watching get death grips on stream.
Oh yeah,
Oh, this is amazing. This is the best timeline.
It truly is. But now we can move on to second place. This is Signal by I mispronounced this name last time.
It's a Cycloran marathon map. I see.
Ah yes. So Cycloran appearing in the 2019 MCA under the most promising category, and I'm pretty sure this map exemplifies why he was placed so highly. I think that, yeah.
Wait, hang on. Such is singing a song that's not by Psyque? What is this?
I know, right? Impressive.
Oh, nuts.
Yeah, but Such Lauren's improvement leading up to this was super sudden, but definitely very welcome. And this map in particular shows what he's capable of in his little SV and nice patterning bubble that he's formed himself into. Very solid map.
Yeah, that's the work of a developed mapper right there, and it shows.
True. And now we can move on to number one.
Oh,
Drum roll,
this one.
please.
Yikes. Super Ink first.
So this is the SV map of all time.
I'm, like, the SV in this, I'm honestly surprised it's ranked. Like, it literally has ninjas.
Yeah,
like,
this map,
straight up, it just has
Yeah.
repetition gimmick ninjas. Like, I didn't think I'd see the day when it's in ranked, but here it is.
This map is definitely a boundary pusher for sure. Like I said before, winning Mapper's favorite in community choice, its SV is so unique to the ranked section. Like, you really will not find a similar gameplay experience in the ranked section at the current moment. And that really goes to show the true greatness of this map. Definitely very well deserving of its first place in the slider velocity category. So So now,
Alright, you want to move on to our next category, which is also a new one for 2020, our featured artist category. Figured we'd give our FAs a bit of love.
and here with Irrigation by ZTH again. So this map ranked near the later half of the year. It definitely just kept ZTH in the spotlight with his incredible fast improvement, and his skill in mapping like this genre in particular is very high. I'd also like to highlight that 3 of his second, third, and fourth ranked map all made it somewhere in MCA in the top 3. So that is incredibly impressive for a breakout year.
Yeah, he just came out of nowhere and he's like, yeah, I know it's blue.
Yeah, of course.
This map actually flows. Yeah, this map also flows like very, very nicely as well. Yeah, and definitely got to give our shout outs to our beloved FA here. A question.
Yes, a more recent FA, but one of our own, a Taiko homegrown FA. Now, I think we move on to the second place.
It's back.
It is here again.
Yeah. Aether Realm's penultimate song to their Taro album.
Yeah, and a really, really great featured artist. I'm pretty sure, I don't remember when they became a featured artist. It was either 2019 or 2020, but, you know, everything about this map has been said. This is just a great map. Definitely.
I mean, for Aether Realm, I'm pretty sure it was like this song specifically that like put them on the map for like on the Ox radar. Oh, no pun intended to you.
Oh, you. The first pun and hopefully the last.
That wasn't even intentional. I just realized.
Damn. But yeah, I'm pretty sure that the standard map of this song is what attracted Aether Realm to become a featured artist, and now we're here with the Taiko map, pretty much storming MCA. Multiple category podiums. Very good.
It is very good.
Now we head over to the first place in the featured artist category.
Let's head over to number 1, which is also had some like podium finishes because it's Floss again.
Yes. The return. We've just talked about this map, I think, in multiple subsequent categories, but it honestly deserved. Just deserved. Great map. Nothing else to say.
Why are they called Silent Room? Like the room is literally not silent when their music is playing.
That is
like
true.
It's just that good.
Yeah, I think that's like a thing about music, you know, makes rooms not very silent. So I think they should change their name.
Well, I just realized they have it in their other songs as well, like Null Control. The lyrics are literally "Don't stop till the club goes silent." The club is never gonna go silent when you're playing Silent Room.
Damn.
It's so hype.
True. Aha, yes. And that actually concludes our map categories until the end with the grand map, but we can move on, I believe, now to the user categories. A big congratulations to all the maps that won so far. Now we start with Mapper, the third best mapper of 2020. Our boy, the Kikuo mapper himself.
I mean, he found his niche. He has like 5 Kikuo maps in 2020, and like that's it. Oh, actually, no. I think he has a Camellia map as well.
Maybe. Yeah. No.
I think.
Oh yeah.
Why Do You Hate Me? Yeah, that's 2020. I'm pretty sure.
That is 2020. Yes. Why Do You Hate Me is 2020. But this. Yeah, he definitely found his niche. It's really impressive that he can manage to make such high-quality maps. I think I mentioned this earlier, but basically sticking to one artist, which I assume to be his favorite artist, Kikuo, and still managing to make this many high-quality maps is truly impressive. He's definitely, in my opinion, the most talented American mapper. A very talented individual, very well deserving of his third place spot. Now, number 2.
I'm gonna move on to our second best mapper of 2020. It's gonna be Oki, who actually ranked like a whopping 20 maps in 2020. 20 for
Oh.
2020.
Nice. Yeah, Oki
He
had an
really can
amazing
map
year.
anything.
True. Anime
I
maps
feel
by
I
Oki.
feel like he always has an amazing year.
Yeah, he's kind of just a god. He's a true beast. Even seeing him join the BN this year as well for a little bit. So, as well as a mapper, shout out to his modding. Very good guy. Really just constantly pushes out high quality maps. Like one of the few mappers that can push high quality maps into loved and ranked and just impress the majority of people with them. Just so well deserving of a second place here.
Alright, let's move on to our winner for the mapper category.
Yes.
Which may surprise some people, but it's Genjiro.
Yes, so the number one mapper, 8 first choice picks, Genjiro. So he... Yeah.
So this may be wrong, but I went and counted. He has ranked 48 maps in 2020, which is literally one a week.
Yeah, he definitely ranked quite a few. Yep, 48. As well as
One a week.
189 difficulties. Individual
Like,
difficulties.
what? It's insane.
Yeah, so one of probably the only person who's able to push out high quality maps at such a high rate, and despite starting in 2019, quickly rose to basically become the face of Taiko mapping, as basically the most standout mapper. Very
Dude,
incredible.
He's actually cracked. That's insane.
Oh yeah.
Like it takes 1 week for a map to go through the qualification.
Yep. So he had at
And
least
by
one
that-
map qualified.
In
all the
that
time.
period, he has ranked he's pretty much had something qualified all the time.
Yep.
That's actually insane.
Very, very impressive stuff. But with the show must go on. I'm sure we'll see more Genjuro. So now we move on to the modder category. With our third place, Gameland. Yes, Gameland. I'm fairly certain he did join the BN for the first time in 2020, though it might have been late 2019. And I believe he's had 2 stints in the BN so far. So his modding is always very thorough, and his activity has typically remained very, very high. I know in his first BN tenure, he was probably, I think, the second most active BN the mode has ever seen. And now his activity, it's still pretty alright, and he's just a high quality modder. Definitely somebody that I love to force to mod my maps, so I'm sure others do the same.
Alright, let's move on to number 2 for our modder category.
Yes, without further ado.
Second place taken is Kafu, who I actually have to say has an insane amount of modding. He has 128 pages of modding discussion, just for 2020, which is actually kind of nuts.
Oh yeah, so something about Kafu in 2020 is that he was... I'm fairly certain he was the most active BN the entire game has ever had. Maybe bar Haley, but I remember in standard. But I remember for a time period him hitting the daily nomination limit of 10 every single day for a week. He just amazing activity, and really rarely had issues with his nominations either. Always has thorough modding, and really has just been a great face to have around in the modding scene. Always happy to see Kafu showing up and putting in his best effort as usual. So yeah, without further ado, the number 1 modder, Raiden.
It's him, it's the man. He's been here for ages and he's got that wisdom.
Yeah, so his return to a BN position, I believe, after his, QAT to BN sort of thing in 2019, he returned to BN in 2020 and he returned with a vengeance. I mean, getting Elite Nominator, he had, I believe, 0 disqualifications that meant anything, like 0 major disqualifications in like 80 or 90 nominations, and that was just in like the second half of the year. The guy is insane. It's really hard to pull off anything similar to that, and you have to respect the dedication, as well as like just gaining, like actually posting on each map, gaining an insane amount of kudos, and just like really proving himself.
Yeah, Raiden is super well deserving of this first place. Actually, all 3 people here are super deserving of this.
Of course, yeah, this is definitely one of the most well-deserved categories. I mean, all are, but this one, the modders. You gotta give respect to the modders, they make the ranked maps happen.
Yeah, every single one of them. Like, where would we be without them?
True. Now, we can move on to our next category. Outstanding Contribution.
Yeah, and taking 3rd place here, we've got Capu, who we've just spoken quite lovely about.
Yeah, this guy, he's a moderator in the modding hub. He helps me run the place. That's very nice. He's always been active in discussion, and he's always somebody you can go to if you need to ask a question. I think he's definitely one of the more friendly faces, and it's always, like I said, it's always nice having him around and contributing to things.
Hang on, hold up a second. Run that back. Does he help you run the place, or do you actually help him run the place?
Hard to say, hard to say.
Alright then.
Yeah, so we can move on now, I believe, to number 2.
Yeah, number 2. 2nd place for our outstanding contribution.
Yes, agreed.
Verily.
Yes.
It all happened.
The 2nd place for outstanding contribution.
The number 2.
The number 2 guy.
Alright, here we go. It's Raiden.
Yeah, Raiden. So, once again, we had just finished speaking praises about him. And he's really he outstandingly contributed. I mean, he stepped in with a mission, and he succeeded. He nominated an incredible amount of maps, very, very, very few issues, was active in the community, participated in many discussions, and just a guy. This was just a real guy, a real
Just
dude.
The real OG.
Yeah, the man,
The legend.
the myth even. And now,
He's so real.
he is so real. We can move on to first place.
First place. Yo, number 1 for outstanding. It's you! It's Raider!
Oh, wow.
With his outstanding contribution to the ranked scene with amazing maps like Home Depot TV theme song by Rory Doggett. This man...
That's so true. Nothing
so
ever been truer.
I would love to talk about your outstanding contribution, but I'm pretty sure you know significantly more about your own contribution than I do.
Yeah, so I don't want to talk too much about myself because that feels kind of cringe. So rather than just speaking about myself, I want to just give a thanks to all the people who helped me, you know, all the people who stayed in the community, like in the Taiko modding and mapping hub, everybody who doesn't hate me for trying to rank beggars in 2019, all that stuff. Really just thanks everyone. I appreciate it a lot. I hope I can keep doing more in the future.
Yeah, congrats.
Of course. And now,
Alright. Yeah, let's
Most
move on to our
promising.
next category.
oh boy,
This is most promising category is definitely one I think people should definitely look out for. I mean, these guys are the future. Well, so we think. So we hope. And in 3rd place we have Horizon.
Ah yes, Horizon. So his breakout year being in 2020, I'm pretty sure he ranked like 20-ish maps in 2020.
Yeah.
Learning how
I mean,
to map.
yeah.
Yeah. Learning how to map, no easy task. I'm pretty sure he had help from Genjuro, and I guess him placing here goes to show that Horizon is a truly skilled guy. I mean, his maps nowadays, very, very good, and just like back then, they're so good. Horizon is also one of my favorite people just to see around in the community. He's a great guy. You love to see him. You love to see Adam. Good old Adam.
Horizon's a legend. Yeah, 2020. Yeah, 2020 was his breakout year. It's the first year that he had a ranked map.
Yeah, he's been around in the community for a long time as a player.
Yes.
But as a mapper, new there. Ah, yes. Beautiful, beautiful. Now.
Yeah, you either die a player or live long enough to see yourself become a professional mapper.
Ah, yes, of course.
That's the classic.
The deathbed of all players. But yes,
right.
We can move on.
Let's move on to number 2. I'm very happy for number 2. Yeah, ZTH as well. 2020 was their breakout year. I mean, again, we've seen their 2nd, 3rd, and 4th ranked maps have already had podium finishes in mapping categories. Like, I think that says a lot already.
Yeah, it really does, and we've spoken the praises on him so much by now. He's just, I believe he might have quit this year using our hindsight powers, which is pretty unfortunate, but I would love to see him post and rank some more maps, as really they're all just so high quality and just play so well. Yes, I think we can move on to the number 1 most promising. It is Hivy, Hyvy, Heavy, whatever you want to say.
Him. Joe, it's the guy that mapped the Office theme.
That's true. We all love to hate him, but this guy does some stuff. So, in 2020, his breakout year, new mapper, started off his humble beginnings mapping anime, inspired by yours truly, and ended up ranking over 100 difficulties, just over 101, with 18 of his own sets in his breakout year, which is probably one of the best breakout years in the entire, game in general, not just Taiko, but probably all the modes. And yeah, now Hyvy has moved on from his anime glory to his beautiful actual map glory and speed core glory. So yeah, congratulations
the
to
Office
Hyvy.
glory.
The Office glory, very glorious.
Yes.
Yes,
Alright, that does it with our most promising category. So we'll move on to our last person category before doing the Grand Awards, which is going to be most influential.
Yes. Raiden, number 3 most influential. I mean, like we've said before, his influence spread based off of the amount of maps he ranked, all of which being high quality, most of which being in the metal genre, except for the one you're seeing here, which still stands out as a great map. As well as this, his modding in general would influence a great variety of mappers. I mean, getting a mod from this guy, you definitely were improving your map, and that in alone is influential. You can really learn a lot from a Raiden mod.
Hey, the man knows his stuff. He's been doing it for years, like literally years.
True, and he still holds up today. But yes, we can now move to number 2 most influential. Aha! Ulki.
It's him, it's Ulki.
Again.
Yo, hang on. Taiko has a ranked map of Levi? Okay, this is news to me.
Yeah. This is a great map. But yeah, once again, any mapper who manages to push boundaries, like Ulki can, and continue to push out high quality maps, is guaranteed to be an influential user, and this proves it, I suppose. Number 2, here, yeah. He's really influenced a wave of, I think, now you can see those, wacky SV maps, all over. Few in rank, like Super Ink Burst, but I digress. A very, very solid mapper. Very good influence. A nice guy to have around.
He is a nice guy. I like Ulki.
Yeah.
He knows what he's doing. Yeah, definitely. If you want to get inspiration for maps from somewhere, and you want to push boundaries, like you said, this is definitely one of those plays you go to.
Ah, yes. And now, we move on to number 1, most influential. Genjuro.
Shock. Oh.
Oh man. Yeah, so, I mean, similar to Ulki, when you make so many maps, you are going to influence people.
Yeah, I mean, when you have a map, like you have something that's in qualified for a whole year straight running, people are bound to notice.
Yeah, and people definitely did notice. I mean, he's one of the most praised mappers for sure. If this isn't proof of that, I don't know what is. Really just super, super standout. And I think he's going to be influencing mappers for years to come. Yeah, some really, really incredible stuff.
Yeah, congrats definitely to our top 3 here. All super well-deserved podium finishes.
Ah, yes. And now, I believe it's time for the Grand Awards.
Oh, the meat of it.
The big stuff. The big 3. I believe we start at users for Grand Awards? Yeah, we start at users. So, the 3rd place Grand Award user is our boy, the Kikuo Man.
It's him, it's out here.
It is him. So, once again showing off Slight Noise Life in the Earth. And seeing him return in the 3rd place from the mapper category, just really a great mapper. I think pretty well deserving of this spot. We've had a lot of his maps, so we've gotten to speak a lot of praises on him. So I believe this one can be short and quick, but we love to see him. And I hope he continues to map for very long to come. Now, Ulki, number 2, Grand User Award. So yeah, similarly, we get to see him again. I'd also like to highlight the 10 second and 3rd choices. That's a big number. Anyway, so yeah, Grand Award. I mean, once again, another ditto from the mapper category. Getting to see him in the same spot. As much as has been said already, can be said over and over again. So I'd like to keep things concise and just congratulations. Now,
yes, the winner of our Grand User.
Oh, drum roll, oh boy. Who's it gonna be?
Literal drum roll, because it's Taiko. It's Genjuro.
Oh, true. It is Genjuro. I don't think anyone could have guessed this one. So, yeah. Once again, this category, I'd like to actually say, completely identical in order to the mapper category. So I suppose they're here for a reason. And, yeah. We gave them all the recognition. Very, very well deserved, and I believe actually, so for this year of MCA, I believe a badge is going to be awarded to every single category winner. Whereas in the previous years it was only for the Grand Awards. But congratulations to the Grand Award badge given to Genjuro. As we can move on to the Grand Maps, the moment you've all been waiting for. And in number 3 is the map we were just looking at, actually, Miko by Genjuro.
What are the odds?
What are the odds? I mean, yeah, this map, I would say, is the best example of Genjuro's style that exists in the ranked section. I think if you were to ask, like, what Genjuro is truly capable of, this is probably the best thing you could send them from the ranked section, for sure. It really just is a great map. Through and through. The whole spread is great. The top difficulty is excellent. The mapper's good. The background's good. The song's good. Nothing wrong with this. A very well-deserved 3rd place. We can move on to number 2, I guess.
Moving on to the 2nd place, it's Super Ink Burst.
Ah, yes. The map.
I just find it very funny how in 2019 our winner was pictured as perfect. That's that sort of like very experimental styled map. And now we have Super Ink Burst here in 2020 coming in 2nd, which has also got that very experimental And yeah, that's what we like, I guess. We've cracked the code, boys. We need experimental maps.
Yeah, I mean, as mappers, the boundaries as the years go on are going to keep getting pushed, as they have been for the last like multiple years, and this map is a great example of it. I think that this map is, I mean, as Ulki did say in the chat earlier, this map changed my life in all caps. I think that's really all we need to say. Just a big congratulations, very well deserved, and yeah, farming awards off this map as we move into the first place, the grand map, the map, Site Noise Life in
There
the
it
Air.
is. Side noise life in the earth. Dude, the amount of people who are saying this is like it's not a map, like it's an art form.
Yes,
Like it's not a map, it's an adventure.
the map. As you can see by the 13 first choices,
That's incredible.
this map won by pretty much everything. And yeah, we're actually going to let you watch this map fully through. So after a certain point, we're going to stop talking, and the stream is going to end after the map ends. So if you want to sit here and witness the entire map, the 30-something minute long entire map, we're going to let it play. But yeah, this is probably it's an incredibly deserved spot, and once again, congratulations to Altir for his Grand Award badge. I would like to just a special shout out to everyone for voting, all the mappers, all the growth we had this year as a community, having the most. I'm pretty sure this year, doubled the record for the most ranked maps in Taiko history. It just, so many things were shattered this year, and what a way to capture it off. Or I guess last year, but what a way to cap it off.
Yeah, and also thanks to the Corsace team for organizing another successful lens day.
Yes. And hopefully we will see you guys around for 2021.
Ooh, excited.
Ooh, which won't be in a week. It will be in probably some months.
It'll be next year.
Yeah, next year, but we'll be there. But yes.
Yeah, thanks for tuning into MCA, and enjoy Sight Noise Life in the Earth.
Yeah, I will now mute. See you later. Woo!